Ladies and gentlemen, I'm reading an article from the Tampa Bay Times. Can Donald Trump run for president if charged and convicted of removing official records? PolitiFact, the Constitution's list of criteria to run for president, mentions only age, citizenship, and residency. There's no mention of criminal charges or convictions. Then there's an article in The Conversation. Even if the January referrals turn into criminal charges or convictions, Trump will still be able to run in 24 and serve as president. And so they can't stop him. No matter what they do, they cannot stop. They can only hope to ruin him politically. Now, the issue is there a precedent for what he did in terms of classified data? Well, Clinton made a mockery with servers, a mockery of the handling of classified data with servers siphoning top secret intel outside the U.S. government. You can watch the short on this channel with the Honorable James Comey stating that, well, you know what? She did break the law, but no reasonable prosecutor would indict. Okay, nobody knows how Clinton was able to transfer top secret and special access program intelligence outside the U.S. government from secure locations. But it happened. And of course, it was a national security risk it was the greatest cybersecurity risk of all time. I think Hillary will be the 2024 nominee for the Democratic Party. I pray every day that happens. I think it would be fantastic for a number of reasons. But anyway, obviously I'd vote for Trump or DeSantis. Trump is my first choice. But he cannot be prevented from running. The Constitution does not prevent him at all. He's not going to be charged for January. He didn't tell anyone to commit crimes. With Trump, they create this they fabricate this illusion, this fantasy, this caricature of the embodiment of everything wrong in humanity. And they accuse him of things with these absurd leaps of logic. His words. He didn't stop the mayhem. Well, did Democrats stop the mayhem all that summer? You had CNN journalists in front of a building set ablaze. So it's fiery but mostly peaceful, you know. And I agree with why people were demonstrating that summer. I do agree with the cause. I support the cause, but I don't support $1 to $2 billion in property damage and 19 lives lost and 14,000 arrests and endless clashes between law enforcement and people who were not peaceful. But see, again, you have to understand, he'll still be up in polls. Trump will still manage to get over 70 million Americans to choose him over Biden or Clinton or any other Democrat. Why? Because everyone on the planet, even Democrats, know that they're simply going after him to torment him for political purposes. They don't care about democracy. They're actually changing their primary because they're so tired of railroading Bernie Sanders every 4 years. So they did it in 2016. They did it 2 years ago. He's going to win Iowa every single time. He'll win the first 3 contests. It was like Iowa, New Hampshire, and Nevada. He'll win all those first 3 without him being railroaded. And so they can't have that happen. So these people in 2016, we know, they didn't even have a functioning primary, yet they pontificate about democracy. Biggest, most disingenuous hypocrites of all time. Many, not all, on the left. By the way, Merry Christmas to everybody. Left, right, center, Democrat, Republican, Merry Christmas. Anywhere in the world, in the U.S., God bless you. God bless your family. Have a fantastic Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. And thank you for watching this channel. Every day at 8 a.m. Pacific time, just like 8 a.m. Pacific time right now, I will have a segment on H.A. Goodman. So that's set in stone forever on this channel. 8 a.m. Pacific time, I will always have a segment. And then throughout the day, of course, I'll have segments. I might add another time that's set in stone, but I want everyone to just get used to the 8 a.m. morning show or YouTube video segment that you will see always while you're having breakfast, drinking coffee, driving to work, whatever. So 8 a.m. Pacific on this channel. Become a Patreon if you'd like. My Patreon link is below in the description. If you want to become a member, please do so. And subscribe to H.A. Goodman's other channel also. That's below in the description. Thank you for helping me get to over 200,000 subs. I don't have $20 million in venture capital funding like some channels, and I just want to thank you for your support always. Again, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and no matter what they do, they cannot prevent Trump from running again. They can't bar or ban him. They can indict him if they want. It's not really gonna matter, because at the end of the day, it'll probably make him more popular. I will say this, and I support Donald Trump. I voted for him. I will in 24. I will say this. If he doesn't regain what he was able to achieve in 2015, if he had patience for an apoplectic, hysterical, combative media, he had patience for them. If he lacks the patience now, that's the issue here. It's understandable he would lack patience, that he would be tired and fatigued of just dealing with people that want to torment him, take him down, are basically extensions of the Democratic Party. Twitter was, we definitely know from the Twitter Files Part 9. We'll talk about that today. I'll have a live stream today. I will. For sure, I'll have a Christmas live stream today. But we know that government agencies were breaking First Amendment laws along with Twitter officials in the regime before Elon Musk. And they were silencing conservative pundits, voices, the New York Post, because the Hunter story leads to graft and potential graft felony charges for Joe and Hunter. That's not hyperbole. If you think it's hyperbole, read the emails. In the New York Post, the Daily Mail, the Federalist, read the emails. It's right there. And that's only what we know. Okay. That story, that laptop story, leads directly to felonies. They didn't impeach Trump on any crimes. They still haven't indicted him, and they can do so. The interesting thing is like, they think that indicting Trump is like a sword of Damocles above him. That, at any moment, he could be charged with a crime, and then suddenly he won't be a viable candidate. That would make him more popular. That would actually make him a lot more popular than now. Because, he's lost some of his enthusiasm, energy, electricity, a tiny bit of it. Again, Trump's still my first choice. Obviously, still my first choice. But, still my first choice. But, he's lost a little of the electricity. He would regain, when the Bureau raided Mar-a-Lago, that was an experience that everyone supporting Trump, or everyone who didn't really like the Democratic Party, said, wait a second, they're doing this. There are people who said, I might not like Trump, but what they're doing is wrong. They're doing this only for political, and they convinced themselves, Democrats, media, that they're trying to protect the country and the world from Trump. But his policies they liked. Adam Kinzinger voted over 90% of the time with Trump in Congress, along with Liz Cheney, who voted 92% of the time, according to 538. If they were so opposed to Trump, why did they back him almost 100% of the time? Because they want book deals. And, I don't like to accuse people of doing things for money. Because people have accused me of that. I'm like, no. There's less money going from Bernie Sanders to Trump. There's a lot more money sticking on the left and pretending to, despise Trump and all of that. It's like, no, he was a good president in terms of policies. In terms of communication, different story. There could be some issues there. And if he just addresses those issues, he'd be unstoppable. mainly the Arizona and Georgia Republican parties. He has to make peace with them. And honestly, like, it would behoove Elon Musk or Trump to buy the Washington Post, which Michael Bloomberg might want to buy now. So that's all. That's in the news. But anyway, hit subscribe to this channel. They can't stop him. They can only hope to contain him. He's like the Michael Jordan of politics. But, with Trump, you have to, you're not going to defeat him no matter what you do. The reason that he could lose 24 is because Republican state parties will not back him. That's an issue. The Arizona and Georgia Republican state parties, if they don't back the nominee, it's curtains. Then Hillary Clinton will be the next president of the United States of America. So, and there are Republicans in Arizona and Georgia who are fine with that. They don't care. They don't want Trump mainly because of the media hysteria. That's the issue. Never Trump Republicans don't care about Trump's personality. They care about the apoplectic, completely irrational, endless 24/7 mania and obsession regarding Trump. It trickles down to them. They don't like the negative press. Okay, establishment Republicans or never Trump Republicans live off of press coverage. They don't live off of, electricity and energy and passion of people. They don't have any, populist credibility. When you see these left-leaning pundits say, oh, yeah, populism is bad. Well, we had record low poverty under Trump in 2019. And then we had more people lose their lives under Biden his first year than Trump's last year. So spare me the, Trump downplayed nonsense. You should see what Democrats, go look at Andrew Cuomo's quote. It's still on Twitter. But anyway, and all the other Democrats too. Kamala Harris has quotes regarding a whole bunch of topics in Trump's last year in office. Okay? But anyway, the issue is press coverage, media. Trump has to find a way to, an olive branch, some kind of, free membership at Mar-a-Lago to every Arizona and Georgia Republican. Something. He has to make peace with them. And there's probably other states as well. But there will be an impeachment. And, of Biden. You can impeach Biden on FTX. Possible $1 billion Elon Musk gave to Democrats. And also, obviously, Hunter and graft and potential bribery schemes. If you think that's hyperbole, you're ignorant of what actually has been reported. I already know what's been reported about Trump, and we know that they haven't indicted him, and we know even if they do, he could still become president. But he'll need those state parties. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel. Merry Christmas. God bless you all. Thank you for your support, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for helping me get to over 200,000 subs. I say us, you've been so instrumental, you watching. Just sharing these segments, watching these segments. And every day, by the way, 8 a.m. Pacific time. Be here, 8 a.m. Pacific time every single morning. Because sometimes people don't get the notifications. But if you know that, hey, in the morning, every morning at 8 a.m., you'll get a segment from H.A. Goodman, you'll just go on the channel, and that'll be great for the channel. But anyway, I'll be here today for the live stream. I'll have a live stream today. Go ahead and try to be here for the live stream. Thanks, everybody. See you.